What's going on, everybody? Patriot Stacker here. So today we'll be doing a Canadian penny coin search and album fill. The album on the left is the earlier dates, which I have started already. The album on the right I just picked up. It's 1989 through 2012 when they discontinued the cent over in Canada. Here I have better condition coins, commemoratives, and King George V. In this little jar I have all the King George VI coins. And then in this coin tube here, I separated all the laureate portrait coins. And then this big pile here is basically everything else, not as good condition coins and just random stuff. But we'll be searching through all these for different varieties, errors, and coins to fill the album. But before we get to that, I want to send a huge shout out and thank you to James over at CAD Roll Hunter. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel before, definitely check it out. Give it a subscribe because he has some really impressive coin roll hunting videos and very informative videos over on his YouTube channel. And I learned so much just from watching his videos. I actually binge watched them all the other night and had a blast doing it. He's got some really great stuff. So thank you, James. Thank you, CAD Roll Hunter. You have an awesome YouTube channel. So we have all these pennies here to search through. I'm really excited. We're going to be looking for certain double dies and rotated dies and also some different pointed and blunt numbers on the dates. So let's get hunting and searching. And I have the microscope out and we're going to hopefully find some cool stuff. Stay tuned. So here I have my microscope. It's all set up and it's ready to search for some different varieties and errors. There are a handful on different dates throughout the Canadian cents. So we'll definitely be using this microscope and searching for some cool varieties. Hopefully we find something awesome. So here is the whole setup. We have the microscope, we have the laptop to view our microscope, and then we have all of our coins and folders ready to go. So I'm going to dive in, I'm going to start searching, and then I'll be back with any cool finds and anything notable. So hope you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned. Okay, so before we get started, like I said, I have been working on this folder here. This is the Canadian small cents from 1920 to 1988, and I'm doing pretty well on this album. There's only a few dates that I'm missing, a handful of the earlier King George V pennies, and then I think one or two of the 60s and 70s dates. Actually, no, I think just the one here, the 1949. That's just the one I'm missing in this folder here. So I did pretty well. There are some really nice condition coins in here. And this commemorative 1967 with the rock dove is a beautiful condition coin. A lot of BU, brilliant uncirculated coins in this album, which I'm really happy about. So I don't know if we'll find anything to fill this album, but we will definitely work on the other album. We do have a couple things here that I just realized were not correct. So some of these are a little bit harder to find. So the 1947 does have multiple varieties. You see here the regular 47, the one with the maple leaf privy, and the blunt 7. So you see here, this is the 1947 pointed 7 without the maple leaf. So that will fill a hole there. But then you see this coin here is the 1947 pointed 7 with the maple privy. So there you can tell the difference. There are 3 varieties in this coin. We'll try to find that blunt 7, but I believe that's a harder coin to find. Now we have the commemoratives, 1967 rock dove cents, and a couple of them are in beautiful condition. For this coin, you can look for a double die reverse or a double die obverse. Either on the date, you'll see some doubling, and looks like we did find one here. Check out the doubling on the date there. It's very pronounced. You can see the splitting on the 9, the 6, and the 7, a little bit on the 1. There's not much doubling on the date to the left, the 1867, but that 1967 was pretty doubled. We'll also check the obverse here, and in the words Regina, you can sometimes see some very pronounced doubling. But on this coin here, looks like we don't have any doubling. So, but we do have the doubling on the date, which is really awesome. And here's an example of a 1967 commemorative without any doubling. So you could tell quite a bit of difference, no doubling on the date here. So we did find 6 of the King George V cents, a 1921, which is the second year issued, and a 35, 32, 35, 32, and 35. And here is the obverse showing King George V. So these are really cool. I really love the older small cents, and these came right after their large cents. So now we're working on the folder. I went and filled all the spots in this second folder starting in 1989, and I filled them with all the better condition coins. So we got some, filled quite a few holes. In the 2000s, they did start using mint marks. So you see some of them have a no mint mark and some of them have a P. We did find that 2005 P, which is a lower mintage. That was pretty cool. We are missing a few of the later ones here. Like I said before, the Canadian cents stopped production in 2012. So we still have all of those to go through, and we'll see if we can fill any more holes. All right, so here's everything. We didn't really fill any other holes, maybe 1 or 2 with the rest of the coins. So we went through all those. We didn't find any other varieties, but we did get that 1967 DDR with the double date, 6 King George V pennies, and 5 better condition 60s and 70s and 80s cents. So not too bad. It's so much fun going through the Canadian coins. I really enjoy learning new things, and I am just having a blast learning all about Canadian coinage. So I hope you enjoyed today's Canadian coin search and album fill. I highly suggest trying to go through and get yourself some Canadian coins, because if you're used to American coins or other foreign coins, the Canadian cents and other Canadian coins are just a lot of fun to learn about and to hunt through for different varieties and errors. So hope you enjoyed today's video. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video, and as always, have a great day.